welcome to Uncrafty ASMR. Today, excuse the other messy projects on my desk, but I am going to be doing a gingerbread house. It's a very small gingerbread house. I'm actually thinking of making a bigger one, but I'm going to make this one to start with. It's only this size, and I'm using this brown card, which is white on one side and brown on the other. So first I'm going to just cut this edge off here, so make this smaller, and cut this edge off here as well. So we just have this plain area, or they just have the house body, as I think it says. So we carefully cut but roughly but carefully cut down this here, and then cut this here, and then cut, I probably need to get a bit closer than that, towards this line. Cut a bit closer, it doesn't matter though, this is only a template. And if you'd like to use this template, or the next I'm going to make the bigger one, then I shall put it on a PDF for you, and I'll pop the link in the description eventually. It'll probably be in the next week. So what I'm going to do is, and these are not brilliant, but I prefer the little metal ones. What is it with these jars, huh? Why do they always don't line up properly? There we go. So I'm going to put this in the paper cutter so I can get a nice straight line. If you don't have a cutter, you can use scissors. I would use the longest pair of scissors that you can possibly find. These ones are a little bit short. Or glue this to the card on the back or the front or wherever the off side, and then cut around it. You might find that better. Or you could get, if you don't want to mess this up, you could get another bit of card, like an old cereal packet, or a backing of paper or something, and then you glue this to here. I would again, or you could tape it, whatever, and then cut this out of here, so you have a stronger, harder template to use. Huge cutter, which makes my life a hell of a lot easier. I just have to remember which is the cutting blade and which is the scoring blade. Alright, this is the cutting blade. There we go, see? Perfect, lovely straight edge. It's just a dream. And I haven't cut it really close, so I'm going to do that again. So I get at this. Monkey, 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 monkey. To do this line, I know it's a bit. So now I have a nice straight edge for my design. You can score it as well, so you can use, that's a cutting blade, this is a scoring blade. So for example, I could put this in here, if I took the paper clip off because it doesn't fit here. Make sure it's down, and I'm going to score it. Lovely. So if you don't have one of these cutters, then you would have to use a scoring board. Do this one. Make sure it's pretty much straight. Perfecto. Look at that. See how easy that makes things? And cut these bits out. I'll show you how to do it, sorry. But what you need is small scissors to cut these intricate bits here, because you need, if you did have a wide scissor or a long scissor, you wouldn't be able to get tightly into the corners. But my best piece of advice is, don't rush it. So I'm going to score that line there, probably these as well. Okay. Better to cut like not enough than too much. If you don't cut enough away from the line, then you can always go back in and tidy it up. But if you cut too much over the line, then the project's going to be wonky. I love making these houses because they are awesome to decorate. That's the fun part, really. Wait. Go away. Okay. Now I want to score this. Oh, I've done that line and this line, so I want to do these lines here. It doesn't like these clips, unfortunately. I'm just going to do one at a time. Just do that one. Score it. Again, line it up. There. Lift the thingy up and move it down. Just scored it. Now you have corners done, or the roofs done, so they're nice and scored. You just have these bits here to do, which I'm going to try and do with the scoring again. At least those bits anyway. Because it's easier. There we go. So now I can remove this and I have my little house underneath with these edges that are scored as much as can be, the little flaps for the house and the roofs. That edge needs cutting off there. It's the little outside of the house.